Shalom. Okay, we're the brothers at the Great Millstone branch of Montreal here with another lesson. First and foremost, we want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Badash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. As you can see in the title, okay, the king of Babylon cannot stop World War III. The king of Babylon cannot stop World War III. Why can't he stop World War III? Because Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is in control of World War III, because it's part of his prophecies. It must come to pass. What did the Lord say about the word, his word and his name? Give me that, Shaquat. What did the Lord say about his word and his name? All right. All of these things that we prophesied, all these things that are in the scriptures, ultimately, because that's what we're prophesying, what's in the scriptures, is it has to come to pass. I don't care how it seems. You know? Go ahead, Shaquat.
I don't got it, Lord.
You don't got that one yet?
I got something.
Okay, well get the it's you know what I'm talking about though, right?
Word above his name?
Yeah, that's right. Okay. To know that the prophecies must come to pass, you get Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. Okay. You started the first verse. All right. What you got, bro?
Yeah, this is Revelation 11 and verse 14. It says, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly."
Yeah, the second woe is what? The second world woe. The second world war, excuse me. The woes represent the wars. Okay, there's the first world war, or the first woe, which was the first world war. You had the second woe, which was the second world war. And it said, what? The third woe cometh quickly. Okay, we see it popping off now. Okay, it's hard to not say that it started. You know, you got all these nations, you know, gathering together right now. You know, mobilizing their troops. You know, their fighter jets and whatnot. The UK is stationed now in Cyprus. Their fighter jets. All right. The France, you know, agreed to fight side by side with America, so to speak. Okay. And these other the Kurds just got involved with this thing. Right. Which are on the side of Babylon. So things are definitely heating up, as the Lord said it would, man. Okay, there's more on that?
No, that was it.
Okay, go ahead with that.
Okay. It says here in Habakkuk 2:2, "And the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it."
Yeah, the vision is the prophecies, man. Okay, because a prophecy is nothing but a vision of the future. Go ahead.
"For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie."
Yeah, the end is speaking now. Now it's clear. It's being made clear. Okay? The alarm bells of prophecy are going off, man. Go ahead.
"Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry."
It will not tarry. We're not saying that Babylon's going to be destroyed next week, because there's still a couple prophecies to pass, right? Mainly the mark of the beast. That's the one that we're waiting to come to pass, man. But that doesn't mean that they can't, you know, be in fighting up until the point where they do something to make that thing pop off, man. Okay? You see? Because regardless, tensions are going to continue to rise. Go ahead.
I got something?
Okay, go ahead. But there's still a little bit more on that, I think.
Okay.
Let me see.
Well, going back to Habakkuk 2
Yeah.
and verse 4, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith."
You read verse 3?
Yep.
Okay, read verse 2. Read verse
3 again?
Yeah.
Okay, verse 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie."
Yeah, so we're at the end, and now the vision is speaking. Okay, we're seeing it come to pass before our eyes, man. Everything that we've been speaking, man. All right, so that's it on that. Okay, go ahead, Shaquat.
Yeah, this is Psalms 138 and verse 2. It says, "I will worship towards thy holy temple and praise thy name for thy loving kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name.
Yeah, what does it mean he magnified his word above all his name? It means that that's just another way of saying that he'll never lie. He'll never go back on his word when it comes to his prophecies. That's how important his prophecies are. If he says something, it has to come to pass, man. Okay? Our power is a power of his word, man.
Yeah.
So if he says something, it's going to come to pass, man. Okay? Even though it tarries, all right? One way or another, the prophecies are going to end up popping off, man. Go ahead.
That reminds me of the time with the destruction of Nineveh. The Lord prophesied that the destruction would come, but at that time they repented, but the destruction still came.
Yeah, yeah.
It tells you in the book of Tobit how the Tobit told Tobias that he believed the prophecy. He believed that the Lord was going to accomplish the destruction of Nineveh, so he told his son to leave. And then later on in the book, it tells you how he heard of the destruction because he hearkened to the words of his father. So the prophecy eventually came true, even if it didn't come true at that time.
Right.
It came.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It didn't come at that time because, first of all, when he was doing to Jonah, was showing him an example. You know? Yeah, listen, the heathen are going to listen to me. Well, let me do it to go and prophesy to them. They'll listen. Right? And he prophesied to them and they listened. Even their cattle was fasting. Their cattle and their animals fasting. So the Lord said, okay, I'm not going to destroy them yet. Right? And then Jonah was pissed.
Yeah.
Okay? But again, like the brother said, eventually the destruction came, man. Because his word is above his name, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Shaquat. More?
Yep, I got something else.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 55 and verse 10. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth in bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I sent it.
Yeah, it's going to happen, man. Everything that he says is going to prosper, man. So he said that America, which is Babylon the Great, was going to go to war with Russia and their allies, man. So that's going to happen. So there's nothing that Esau can do to turn that back. Matter of fact, you can go to where it says that they shall not accept silver. You know, there's nothing you're going to there's nothing you could give the Russians, right? Or Gog to, which is another way of saying the Russians, Gog, the Gogites. There's nothing you could give them to stop from going against you in battle. All right? Even now, the rumor is that, you know, Trump tried to ask for a ceasefire from Iran. They rejected it. They don't want to hear no peace right now, man. You didn't kill. You see, Esau thinks he can just do whatever he wants, just kill their supreme leader.
Yeah.
You know, his family, and then just say, let's have a ceasefire.
Yeah. It was a prank.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
There's something else.
Okay, go ahead.
This is Matthew 5 and verse 18. It says, For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall not in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
Everything has to be fulfilled, man. You know, everything has to be fulfilled. Point blank. Period. That's why the title is "The King of Babylon Could Not Stop World War III," because World War III has to be fulfilled. It's in the Bible. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 13 and verse 17. It says, Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not...
Yeah, who are the Medes? The Russians. Okay, go ahead.
Which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
So they're not gonna. You could try to offer them whatever kind of deal. Yeah, well, don't worry. We'll give you a billion tons of silver and gold. No, they're not. They don't want that. They want you done. They want you decimated, man. That's gonna be their spirit, man. All right. And guess what? Russia was trying to be diplomatic, man.
Yeah.
A lot of times Russia is just trying to be diplomatic. They're trying to they don't want to fight. You know, and in Babylon, you know, especially with Trump in office, they're poking their chest out. You know. Go ahead.
Yeah, even just to back up your point, that Tucker Carlson interview that he did with Putin, I think it was last year. He even mentioned how that multiple times he tried to join the NATO and EU, but they weren't having it, you know? So he tried, man, but ultimately, like we're going into, is because the purpose of the Lord is for them to be at odds with one another, man.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, prophecy has to be fulfilled.
That's right.
You know, it did say in Ezekiel, the Lord's going to put an evil thought into the king of the Medes' mind, man.
Yeah.
You know, to eventually, no more talk, you know, just straight to action.
Yep. That's right. That's right.
Verse 18, it says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children. Yeah, and that's referring to the nuclear missiles. You know, that's what's gonna not spare, because once it's shot, you know what I'm saying? If you're there, it doesn't matter if you're youth, newborn baby, elderly, young men, everything's for dead, man. You know, that's why the elect's gonna have to be, you know, beamed up so that they don't partake in that destruction, man, as it says in Isaiah 26 and 20. You know? What else was it?
That's right. That's right. Go ahead. Oh, who was reading?
But I got something else.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of
now you want to come. Go ahead.
Joel 3. I'll start at verse 1. It says, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, Jehoshaphat meaning what? Break it down, brother.
Yeah, Jehoshaphat is Yahweh Shaphat in the Hebrew, which means, you know, Yahweh's judgment, right? And that valley is in the Middle East. Okay, that's why also currently, as it's stated in prophecy in the book of Revelation, the river Euphrates is being dried up.
Yep.
Okay, you can even go on Google, search it up. You you may say a reference to 10 years ago to now, completely different, man.
Yep.
Okay, and that's part of prophecy being fulfilled, man. You know, and you always say this should be major news. Esau should be, you know, putting this in every major news channel, man.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not doing that because what? It's going to validate that the Bible's, the scriptures and the prophecies in the Bible is true, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't want that, you know. But it's happening because, hey, like I said, to make ways for the kings, man, to march.
Yep. And it's almost dried up. When you look at it, it's pretty much at the end. I don't know where it is now to this day. Probably even it might be fully dried up, you know. But it's almost there.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost there. I'll say that. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says,
and I don't know if they even need it to be all the way dried up.
Right.
And I don't know if they just where it's at is good enough for them to do what they got to do. I don't know. You know. Go ahead.
It says, into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
See, what they don't understand is that this whole war is for his people, man.
Yeah.
It's for the Israelites. Okay, what you have done. All right? So he set you up to be judged. All right?
Yeah. It says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. And all this happened, you know, throughout Jake's history, man. You know, through the transatlantic slave trade. You know, how that, you know, they sold Jake to one another. The movie Goodbye Uncle Todd give you a perfect description of what happened during that time, man. So this did happen, man. You know, and the Lord was always there seeing Esau doing these things, man.
Right.
Therefore, that's why, once again, that World War III is happening, man. One of the main reasons.
Yeah.
It says, verse 4, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will return your recompense upon your own head. But that will not happen. Because once again, like we're stating, prophecy has to be fulfilled. The Lord's not going to accept any reparations, you know, of what you did unto his people. It's too
No.
late.
No.
Okay? That's why it also says, you know, Esau found no place of repentance. You know? Even if Esau goes to try to say Salakia, you know, I went off, you know. Even if he does that, it's not going to be sincere at the end of the day, but he has no place of repentance. That's the point.
Well, you know, they did different simulations, something to do with, I don't know if it was their what do you call it, the collider drone, that thing that, the particles, particle collider?
Particle accelerator or something like that?
Yeah, something like that, a particle accelerator, whatever. They used one of their little machines they did something to see the future, so to speak, or, you know, call themselves, you know, dealing with the left-hand side. And they try to see different scenarios of how the future could play out, and it all led to the same thing. And they didn't like it. You know? What it led to, they didn't like it. No matter how you slice it, all of these prophecies have to come to pass. The Lord has it has the setting automatically default to the prophecy. There's nothing you can do. Okay? Even if, guess what? If Trump says he's just going to be peaceful from now on, and he's not going to attack nobody, and he's going to give everyone what they want, they're still going to come up against him in war. Because it's prophecy, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to jump down to verse, hold on real quick.
Yeah.
To verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men,
That's right.
let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords.
And that's what they're going to have to do. And I got to do another lesson on that. I did a lesson on this years ago, that they're going to have to build a lot more nuclear weapons.
Yes, sir.
They have to, and they will. They're going to put all their focus into building them weapons, man. Okay, including the nuclear weapons. Okay, even France recently said they have to boost it up, man. They got to start developing more weaponry. I'm telling you, man, because there's not enough. There's only a couple tens of thousands of those nuclear missiles out there. You know, that's not enough. Okay, remember the prophecy says what? 200 million horsemen, 200 million horsemen, which represents what? The nuclear warheads, man. So you need a lot. And they could do that quick. I looked that up, I did all that, I looked all that up. They could do that all within months, within 8 months, 7 months. They really put their focus into it. You know? Well, and they're prepared for war. Their mindset now is thinking upon war.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yeah, and that's what these the Iranians.
Yeah.
The proper term is Iranians. Iran. All right. So Iran, they're saying we're strong, man. Yes. They don't give a damn. All the reports are saying, except for obviously the West, if you listen to Babylon, it's saying that they're doing great. Okay, with their strikes, they're doing great because they've been prepared for that, man. You don't think they knew that? They understood that there was a threat amongst them, constantly antagonizing them.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, okay. So they built their whole system to be prepared for war. You know, and to go a long distance with the war. See, and if Babylon goes in there with the ground troops, it's not going to be pretty for you guys.
Nope.
It's not going to be pretty for you, and many. Hey man, there's going to be a lot of body bags, man. Hey, the scriptures say that the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Yeah.
You know, their carcasses, their stink shall come up. Get me that. The stink is going to come up, man. Hey, man, that whole Middle East is about to be a damn grave site, man.
Oh, yeah.
And anyone that's going to war in this time, you're not coming back. You're not coming back, man. This ain't no joke, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
It says in 2nd Ezra how that their bridegrooms, you know, shall die because of the war.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
You know, so once you go there, that's you straight your ticket to go to the spirit world. It says verse 11, assemble yourselves and come.
And a lot of them is going to be going by force.
Yeah.
That draft. Okay. Don't worry, brothers. You know, Yahweh Shem Yahushai got us, man. He got us set up where we ain't gotta go fight for this devil.
Yeah.
Cause we know that's not an option. Go ahead.
It says, verse 11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither, cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yeah, you're right. He's gonna sit there. The Lord is letting it stirring this thing up, and He's looking to judge y'all.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen? Y'all are gonna be destroyed.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, that was it.
Isn't that nice? Beautiful, man. The Lord is looking, and as you guys are there fighting, the Lord is watching it, and setting you up to die. All right? Go ahead,
Oh,
Shakar.
Salaki, one more verse, Salaki.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great.
Woo! Go ahead, bro.
That's like it. So we're in that time, man. The Lord is basically saying, hey, it's time to harvest.
It's time.
So therefore, things are only gonna accelerate from here on out, man.
That's right.
Especially with this, WW3, it's gonna accelerate, man. Because war don't just happen, quick like that. It's a long, not long, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's prolonged.
There's stages.
There's stages to it, It's not just one. Okay, it's done. It's a stage. You look at the World War I, World War II. It lasted for like what 7, almost 10 about years, But this one is gonna be somewhat quick because hey, we're at the end,
Yeah, it lasted years. It lasted, years. But but ultimately, man, yeah. So these things are drawn out, and there's many sorrows that come with it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but we know how it's gonna end, though. How is it gonna end? Nuclear destruction. Okay, that's not gonna be the first thing they're gonna think of. Okay, just press the button. No, but it's gonna the Lord is gonna put it in their spirit where it's gonna say, let's destroy this whore. That's it on that.
Come.
Go ahead, Shakur.
Yo, Isaiah 34:1, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all the things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a very bloody war. But not only that, but don't forget how Shai is gonna come back in the midst of that, man. All right, and then he's gonna finish them off. Go ahead, bro.
It says, he hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter.
So he's he's bringing you into a situation where you're gonna be put to death. The Lord is bringing you to the slaughter. That's why we said if you're going to that war, you're not coming back. Go ahead.
It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Yeah, that's the nuclear missiles.
Yeah.
That's the end. That's the end of this war. The end of this war is a nuclear blasts. Okay, that's the end of this war. And America being turned to just a lake of fire. That's the end. Matter of fact, Zabak, get me that, the lake when we're standing on the firmament. Because what do you think the elect is going to be? The elect's going to get beamed up, and then we're going to be looking down at Babylon on fire, looking like a lake of fire. Go ahead.
I got something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee.
That's speaking about the chariots.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And the chariot is not just some little, like you're in a fucking a minivan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Small house.
Yeah, small little minivans. Oh no, it's not that. It's not that small, but it's gonna be like a cruise. No, it's not like a cruise either, man. It's not like a boat. This is like a whole world in itself.
Yes, sir.
The chariot is gonna be like a world in itself when we get in there, man. You know? And it's gonna be decked out too. It's gonna be wonderful.
Glorious.
Go ahead.
Yeah, just to back up your statement, because there's even a NASA feed that I think it was last year or 2 years ago. I'm not too sure, but it showed one of the chariots. It was like it looked like a city, you know. It was huge. It looked like literally like a city, man. So, like the brother was saying, it's not no minivan, man. You go inside, it's gonna be a whole different world, man. You know, and even Ezra, when he saw that big ass ship, you're gonna see the ender of, you know, to where it was overshadowing the earth, man. Come on, bro. You know, the chariots, they could go small in size, big in size, and even they go small in size, inside it could be big. You know,
That's right. That's right.
What's that? Doctor Who. You know, you know, people that watch the show Doctor Who, he has that phone booth, and he goes inside. It's like a whole that different dimension. You know, it's a small phone booth, but inside it's freaking huge. You know, so the chariots, they could do that, man. You know,
Right. All right. That's it. All right. Because hey, they even found a chariot that was bigger than the earth. You could fit multiple earths inside.
damn.
So what does Esau think who does he think he's up against, man? You're coming up against the one that created you. You know, that everything that you have, he gave you. That's it on that?
A bit more.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, and shut thy doors about thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed.
Yeah, so we're going to be hiding in those chariots. We're going to be protected in those chariots. Okay, until the destruction is over. You know, and then after a certain period of time, we're going to come down, and that's when the fun is going to really start.
Yes, sir.
Okay, when we come back down. Hey, I'm thinking about it now, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
It says, for behold, Yahweh cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain.
Yeah. That's it, bro. That's all you got?
That's not.
Okay, go, Zabak, you have something?
It says here in Revelation 15:2, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory.
Right, the sea of glass represented what? The firmament, man. Okay? And the firmament looks like a glass. Okay? Go ahead. There's a glow to it. You know what I'm saying? And you look down below it, and what? You're gonna see that what? Read it again.
Yeah, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire.
So you're gonna see the fire. Look like it's mixed into the glass. Go ahead.
And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High.
And we're not just gonna be standing on the firmament like that. We're gonna be standing in a chariot above the firmament. Okay. And we're gonna be looking at the destruction. But guess what? The elected said it's not what? They're gonna have victory over the mark. So the elect, you have to know what the mark is, because if you take that mark, you're not gonna be in that chariot. If you're in America, you're gonna be eating those missiles, man. All right? That's it on that?
I got something else.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter down to thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee.
Oh, we just read that. It's all good. It's all good. We just read it. We just read that. But that's the point. It's the same concept, man. We're gonna be in them chariots, man. All right. So we're looking forward to the war, because the war is gonna lead to us being up in them chariots. Go ahead, Mohad.
Real quick, this is Isaiah 31 and verse 3. It says, now the Egyptians are men and not God, and the horse is flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall fail altogether.
Oh, give me a 2 Ezra 16.
Yeah. And,
Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
yeah, I brought this out to back up the point you made earlier of how that, you know, Esau going to try and fight against the Lord. That's like, yo, that's, like, that's stupid, you know, because it's telling you here, man, you guys are just men. You ain't no power, man. You know, we briefly went into how that the technology that the Lord has with the chariots, it far exceeds what you have, man. You know, with your little fighter jets, things, little missiles, you know, that cannot do any damage to the celestial vehicles, man. You know, and we did say the Lord's gonna come back in the midst of that World War III. And Esau, you know, as the most proud, as you know, the dumbass that he is, right? He's gonna try and fight against our Lord. You know, which also that's to fulfill prophecy. Even if he says that he doesn't want to fight, the Lord's gonna put a spirit to where that they're gonna all come together and try to fight the Lord, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not gonna. They're not gonna succeed because the victory is already written, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's 2 Ezra 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it on that?
Come.
Okay. Go ahead, Shaquat.
Come.
And we read from where the bridegrooms they shall die in the war. Was that 30? Around 30th verse.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and verse 28. It says, "For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the cliffs of the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
As in an orchard of olives, upon every green tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword."
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah,
There's 3 or 4. There's gonna be barely anybody left in the cities, man.
Yeah.
That's how much people are gonna die. So many people are gonna be gone to war. So many people are gonna die of famine.
Yep.
You know, of just straight being put to death, of pestilence. It's all kind of stuff the Lord is getting ready to culminate in this earth. And you see, he's speeding everything up, man.
Yeah.
See, that was a major speed up when Trump did what he did, man.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got them. They're active, bro. We all active. Everybody's active. They thought we were sweet. We're active, bro. You know, bombing airports. Now Americans can't get home.
Crying.
Dude. Eve talking about, "I beg you, Trump. I just want to go home. Trump, I beg you, do something." Before she was proud. Just the video before she did that one.
Yeah, getting
she was
pissed
proud.
off and shit.
Oh, I don't know if she was doing all that, but she was proud. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 32, "And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her
Because there's no
paths."
who's going to be tilling the ground. Who's going to be cleaning the snow in the winter? Who's going to be doing all these things? If everybody's off the war, dying or struggling to even eat a meal for the day. Go ahead.
"And her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel therethrough. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms.
That's right.
The woman shall mourn, having no husbands."
Yeah, see, you women are proud now, but that pride is about to be wiped away, man. And, you know, we're going to enjoy to see it, too. Okay? We're going to enjoy watching it wipe away. You know? The standards you have and the nitpicking you have, that's done, man. That's finished now. You know? You got to do all the jump through hoops to, you know, to deal with a chick. If you're halfway decent, you got to jump through hoops. Even if she's a 4, you got to jump through hoops.
Crazy.
You know? But you know what? Let me show you something, brothers. When a chick really likes you, you don't need to do no hoops. It's gonna be easy. Everything gonna be laid out easy for you.
Easy peasy.
Easy like Sunday morning. You understand? So what does that tell you, man? That their eyes is on the other dudes, man. Okay?
Rupees.
Go ahead.
What's that? The woman, the African woman. As long as he's breathing.
Yo, yeah, they're gonna be in that spirit. They're gonna be heavily in that spirit, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
"The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine.
That's it. And guess what? They're gonna be out there like a deer in the midst of a pack of lions.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's gonna be.
Defenseless.
Through. And we're not just gonna be accepting just anybody either, man. You're gonna have to be right in the spirit, first and foremost, and then you're gonna have to be to our liking.
Yeah.
You know? We're gonna deal with you like Aaron the plumber. I'm not interested, queen.
You're unqualified.
You're not
I'm
qualified.
not qualified. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be some chaotic times. You don't have time to be dealing with a woman's drama and shit. Not her not being able to follow orders. You don't have time for that, man. You know, one wrong move that could be life or death. You know, so if you don't follow, hey, shit, kick rocks. You know,
Bro, if I think she was a demon in the world, I'm not dealing with her, bro.
oh shit.
She could come humble. They're all gonna be humble in that day.
That's
Every
great.
one of them. Ain't none of them is gonna be in that proud
Right.
spirit.
Yeah.
They're all gonna be humble. But I'm gonna look at the bitch and look in her eyes and say, nah, she was Beelzebub, man. Fuck away from me, man. You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead.
God knows it.
What is it about?
Yeah.
What you got, brother?
Okay, this is Salakia of the Jeremiah 9 and verse Salakia and verse 19.
And give me Ezekiel 38, bro. Give me Ezekiel.
No,
38.
in verse 20, it says, "Hear ye the word of the Lord, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and every one her neighbor lamentation.
Mm-hmm.
For death is come up into our windows, and is entered into our palaces." It says, "To cut off the children from without, and the young men from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Speak, thus said the Lord, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field."
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of bodies all over the place. People are not gonna be burying them. Go ahead.
It says, "And as the handful after the harvestmen, and none shall gather them."
Yeah, no one's gonna gather them. No one's gonna bury them. You know, when the great, even there in the Middle East, the great burying is gonna come. Burying is gonna come after the elect come back down from those chariots.
Yeah.
We're gonna put them. That's gonna be you heathens. That's gonna be your first job.
Yeah.
It's to bury these bodies, man. The Rothschilds,
Yeah, yeah.
the DuPonts, the Gettys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you'll shoot a shovel in your face. Bam!
Get to work.
Get to digging. You know.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to dig, man. They're gonna have to dig. They're gonna have to, you know, put the scriptures speak about how they're gonna put a particular flag there to signify that there's a dead body, that they could come and dig and bury it.
Yeah, I get that.
Cause we ain't leaving them bodies out there. That's gonna cause disease, man.
Yeah.
But you see, we ain't just gonna use spiritual power to get rid of it either. So things have to be done. Certain things are gonna be done in a process too, man.
Natural process.
Yeah,
We got time.
we got
We
all
got
we
time.
have is
All we
time,
got
brother.
time today, yo.
Brother,
You don't need to rush, yo.
Please, man.
shit.
everything is gonna be done from scratch.
Yes, sir.
Everything we make is gonna come from scratch. Go ahead.
I got what you paraphrase real
Go
quick.
ahead, brother.
This is Ezekiel 39 and verse 14. It says, "And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. And the end of 7 months shall they search, and the passengers shall pass through the land it says, when any seeth a man's bone, then shall he set up a sign by it."
Continual employment, so you don't have to worry about unemployment in the kingdom. You're always gonna have a job. Always. But you're not gonna get paid. Go ahead.
It says, "When any man seeth a man's bone, then shall he set up a sign by it, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hammond God.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So out there in the battlefield in the Middle East, you know, there's gonna be a lot of burying going on when we come back down, man. That's it on that?
Come on.
Beautiful. What you got about?
Ezekiel 38:1.
Yep.
And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, and the land of Magog, the chief prince of Mesesh and Tubal.
Right. The chief prince, Ashar. Right. The Apostle Tarb went into that in the spirit, right? Ashar. That's another way of saying Russian. Okay, because really the Russian language that had to have came from the Hebrew, man. Go ahead.
And prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord of power, Behold, I am against thee, O God.
Well, it was founded by the Scythians, which were Israelites. Okay, go ahead.
O Gog, the chief prince of Mesesh and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen.
Yeah, so the Most High is forcing their hands. He's forcing them to get back into that spirit. They want to chill. The Lord is forcing them into that spirit. Like you said, they won't try to join NATO multiple times. They rejected them, man.
Rejected.
They're making sure. He said, nah, they ain't no. The Lord's like, there ain't no friends over here, man. Okay. The Lord controls this thing, man. Go ahead, brother.
Precept real quick.
You want to jump in? Go ahead.
Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Yeah, that's right. You want to speak on that?
Oh no, like you're going into the Lord's the one that's actually in control of these kings, you know, and their purposes, their thoughts. The Lord's in control of them, man. You know, for his purpose, for the Lord's purpose.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
And all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you got to think about the modern weaponry. You don't think about the ancient weaponry, because nobody uses swords and shields anymore.
Yeah.
You're talking about, you know, whatever military bombs or rockets or guns and, you know, nuclear missiles they have. Man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya.
Yeah, so these are all major players in the world war to come, man. Persia, Libya. Read it again. Ethiopia. Right? Go ahead.
Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them clothed with shield and helmet.
So now we just looking to see who's entering the chat. Oh, the Kurds have entered the chat. Ooh. France has entered the chat. Such and such has entered the chat. We're looking to see who enters the chat.
Yes, sir.
We're looking to see when Russia enters the chat with China. You know? Because that's when shit gets real. Go ahead, bro.
Gomer and all his bands.
Gomer dealing with who? The Turkey. Go ahead.
The house of Turgama in the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, and thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Yeah, so Russia's supposed to be a guard unto those particular nations, man. Especially Persia. Persia was the first one mentioned, which is Iran. Okay? So they're just watching, but they're not going to allow Iran to be destroyed. Okay? Because they have major interest in Iran. Right? So Trump is playing a stupid game, man. That's it on that? Well, I mean, we could have continued. We could continue, to be honest. Keep going on that.
After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste.
Right, which is dealing with what? The Israel there now. Those people over there now. See, Russia's going to enter into that land. Okay? Go ahead.
But it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land.
You can just imagine the troops coming in, the jets, man, taking over, man. Go ahead.
And all thy bands and many people with thee.
Mm-hmm.
Thus said the Lord power, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind,
Yeah.
and thou shalt think an evil thought.
Yeah, the evil thought is gonna be a push that button. That's the ultimate evil thought, man.
Yes, sir.
And who's gonna put it in his mind? The Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
He's literally gonna download it in his mind.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's all he's gonna obsess about it. Blow these. I'm gonna destroy these niggas. Right? Well, Shaquat just read that the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, man. Okay? Well, who made Trump do what he did, man? To enter into Iran and to attack Iran like that. The Heavenly Father did that, man. Okay? And now he's having trouble putting the cat back in the bag, man.
Yeah.
That's it on that? Oh, I mean, you can stop on that. Stop right there. All right, what you got, brother?
This is Jeremiah 49 and verse 20. It says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he had proposed against the inhabitants of Teman.
Mm-hmm.
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out."
Right, who's the least of the flock? Amalek.
Yes, sir.
He draw them out, and they're trying to deny that Amalek
Yeah.
brought them into that war. They're such fucking liars. No, we didn't. If anything, we forced their hand. Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? The amount of time that BB's been begging for you to go up in
Oh,
there?
yeah. Oh, he's been pleading.
No, it had to be done. We didn't. Yeah, okay, buddy. They forced your hand. See, they're more willing to sacrifice their own image for Amalek.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Go ahead, man. Shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, "Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
Yeah.
Surely he shall make their
Habitation.
their habitation desolate with them."
So that's what's gonna happen. Your habitation is gonna be desolate right along with Amalek, man. Okay? And there's nothing you can do about it, man. There's nothing you can do about it. All right? Shaquat, check see if there's any precepts
On the
on the
comment?
comment board. You have a precept you're looking for?
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, check to see if there's any precepts on the comment board. Okay? And that was it on that?
Yeah, I got some more.
Okay, go ahead.
This is Revelation 17
Okay.
and verse 16.
No comments at all?
No, just
No
saying
bug
shalom.
outs?
No.
Okay, shalom to you, Akim.
Shalom. Revelation.
Akwath. Go ahead.
Revelation 17 and verse 16, it says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore,
Mm-hmm.
and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire."
That's it. So the 10 horns are dealing with their allies.
Yep.
So soon their allies are going to turn on them, which Trump has recently threatened Spain.
Mm.
All right. Matter of fact, get me that. See if you can find that article. It was about with Spain. What did Trump threaten Spain with recently? Okay. Read that one more time, bro.
Okay. This is Revelation 17 and verse 16. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked."
Yeah, they're all going to agree to just destroy this bitch.
Yeah.
Because they're just so wicked. They do so much underhanded things even to them.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember the pipeline?
Right.
Remember how they cut the pipeline and they tried to say it was Russia? And they're like, why would Russia cut its own pipeline? Right? Oh, we don't know. Oh, it's wicked. You know, but they're the ones that they have the things you cut the bike with. They have it in their hand. I don't know. You know?
I just got here.
Right. And then they try to set up a false flag in so notice according to reports, they try to set up an F flag in Saudi Arabia, man. And they arrested some of those Mossad agents. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm saying it in that way on purpose. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it says, "And make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire."
Oh, shall eat her flesh and what? And burn her with fire, man.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's going to be what? That's going to be them shooting their nuclear missiles on America. So everyone's going to agree that the problem is Babylon and the small caps. Okay? Is it on that?
Okay.
You found something on that?
Okay, it says here in the National Post, it says here Trump not happy with UK and Spain over Iran stance. We're going to cut off all trade with Spain.
Shit. So he's coming brutal. So you're cutting off all trade, right? And this is supposed to be your ally.
Right.
Okay, they're part of the EU. Go ahead.
It says I will say the UK has been very, very uncooperative with that stupid island that they have, said Trump.
The UK?
Yeah, the UK and Spain.
Read that again. They call it a stupid island.
Yeah.
Yo, this man just an a-hole, man. He disrespected everybody, man. The Mark Carney, he walked away from him. And when they're trying to have a negotiation, Trump just said, he said, listen, you're gonna sell me everything. You're gonna sell me everything from Canada at a 12% premium, you know? So it's a 12% discount forever for everything, you know? Something like that, you know? And the Marconi has walked away, you know? He's like, yo, so it's like, yo, this guy's a madman. And then, but how is anyone going to listen to him? Like the other apostle said, he disrespected Mark Carney. But when he first came in, he said basically, since Canada's a 52nd state, he's just a governor. Basically, that's what he said. That's what he said. He said he's just a governor.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right? Wow. So this guy is just bad. Well, speak great things.
Not disrespectful.
Speak great things. How can you have allies like when you talk like that?
No, shit.
Yo, read that again, please.
Yes. Says here, Trump not happy with UK and Spain over Iran stance. We're going to cut off all trade with Spain.
Yo.
I will say that UK has been very, very uncooperative.
Hey, keep up the good work, Trump.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
You get a thumbs up from the men of GMS. Go ahead.
Yeah. I will say that the UK has been very, very uncooperative with that stupid island that they have, said Trump.
Yeah, so they call Spain just a stupid island.
No,
this is why nobody's likes Babylon.
Right.
And Trump is just making it even more.
I have the video here.
And you know what? Hold on, brother. Last time he was in office, he did the same thing. He was causing enemies.
Yeah.
Coming to the EU saying you guys have to pull your weight and this and that. You know? We do everything around here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's beautiful, man, because he's causing all these prophecies to come to pass, man. The Yahweh Shem Yahushua is using this devil. Go ahead, Ak.
Yeah, I have the video.
Okay, go ahead and play it to the screen.
Spain has been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all dealings with Spain. Spain, first of all, it started when every European nation, at my request, paid 5%, which they should be doing. And everybody was enthusiastic about it, Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases. And that's all right, we could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it. Nobody's going to tell us not to use it. But we don't have to. But they were unfriendly. And so I told him, Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people. They're great people.
That's that stubbornness.
They would have to.
That's
but
that
they were
stubbornness. He said we're going to use it if we want to fucking use it.
So that's all right. We could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it. Nobody's going to tell us not to use it. But we don't have to. But they were unfriendly. And so I told him, we don't want to. Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people. They have great people, but they don't have great leadership. And as you know, they were the only country that in NATO would not agree to go up to 5%. I don't think they agreed to go up to anything. They wanted to keep it at 2%, and they don't pay the 2%. So we're going to cut off all trade with Spain. We don't want anything to do with Spain.
Wow, we don't want anything to do with Spain. So he's cutting off his own allies.
Yeah.
This devil's cutting off his own allies. This is good.
Yeah.
You know, Spain is one of the weaker nations, but they're showing you, hey man, beautiful man. Let's sit on that.
Yeah.
And when you do that, guess what? All them other EU nations, they're seeing that.
that,
Oh, this
yeah.
how you treat us.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay?
We're supposed to be allies.
All right. Wow, beautiful, man. Well, you got the stoutness. Who got the stoutness?
Yeah, I got it.
Daniels.
Yeah, this is Daniel 7 and verse 20.
Wow.
It says, and of the 10 horns that were on his head.
Read it. Put some force in your voice.
Okay, Daniel 7 and verse 20. It says, and of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before them 3 fell.
The 3 that fell was Spain, Britain, and France. Go ahead.
Even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things.
Yeah, and Trump is the embodiment of that, man. He is the perfect representation of Babylon. I mean, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Al Shai did a great work putting this devil, first of all, making this devil be born, okay, and setting him up to be president. All right? And anyways, man, go ahead, brother.
Yep, it says, a mouth that spake very great things, even whose look was more stout than his fellows.
This is his whole spirit. His whole spirit is, I'm over you.
Yeah.
Okay? He said they don't want to let us use their base, but we'll use it if we want to use it.
Yeah. Can't tell us nothing.
That's like you know, like he's little, how do you say that? He's little boy in them, so to speak.
Yeah,
Son in them.
Yeah.
You know? Like, who's going to tell, what the fuck you going to do about it?
Who's gonna stop me?
You know?
Damn.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I got something else. This is Obadiah 1 and verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy.
See, he's a megalomaniac. He's the type of dude his ego is through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So he'll keep going, even if it's going to lead to his destruction because of his ego and his pride. Okay? He loves to be loved.
Yeah.
So, you know, when people don't like him, if it was up to him, he would put people to death for talking against him. If he could do it. Which he's getting ready to do that, ultimately. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, this is Obadiah 1 and verse 7. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have despised thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Right.
There is none understanding in him.
Yeah, them allies, the people that use you, yeah, they're gonna lay a wound on you, man. You can be like, what the hell? That's it on that?
Come on.
We treated you so well.
So,
Go ahead, Zabak.
Yeah, I got here the definition of megalomaniac.
Okay.
Yeah, it says here, essentially a megalomaniac is someone obsessed with power, wealth, and omnipotence. It says
Yeah,
here,
well, he's obsessed with that.
Yeah.
Okay? He first of all, he didn't even go to Congress to do this move. He just did the move. He's a demon. But he's the type of demon we like. Because he's bringing forth the prophecy, man.
Yeah, the left hand.
On the left-hand side, man. Go ahead, bro. See, now what's happening with Trump. And what the fuck would Kamala do, man? We need a guy like this. We need this type of spirit in there, man. Even that witch on the left-hand side, well, she don't know what the fuck is really going on. She said, oh, Trump is good for us because he's going to bring chaos. You know, well, they don't even understand what's coming. They don't understand the day of the Lord. But it's good for us because he's bringing forth the prophecies, man.
That's it.
Go ahead.
It says here the big 3 traits in psychology or social context. A megalomaniac usually displays delusions of grandeur. They genuinely believe that they are superior to everyone else,
Yep.
often seeing themselves as chosen or unequally gifted.
Yeah.
They have a lust for control. They just don't want to lead.
Well, hold on. He said, look, we'll go there if we want to go there.
Yeah.
Look what he did to Venezuela.
Yeah.
You know? He lust for control. Well, look when he talked to Mark Carney. He said, listen, you're going to give us everything, you're going to sell us everything at a 12% discount. And then he walked away. Like, where you going? You know? Because he's a fucking madman. Excuse my French, man. Go ahead.
They don't just want to lead, they want total dominance over their environment and
Yeah, you remember that one time he was walking and then one dude was walking in front of him, pushed him, he yanked him with anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he yanked him, brother. He pushed him, even the dude, oh my God. You know? Go ahead.
Crazy. It says here, the last one, the lack of empathy.
Yeah, but this was the ancient way. He probably said, send him to the gallows. He clearly doesn't know his place. But
Clearly.
Go ahead, man.
It says here, the last one, lack of empathy.
Oh yeah.
Because they are the main character of the universe.
Yeah.
The needs.
Oh, not the world, the universe.
That's crazy.
Yo.
The needs and feelings of others are usually viewed as obstacles or irrelevant.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They can tell us not to use their track. We'll just use it anyways.
Yeah, well, you know what? But you know, when you hear stories about this devil Trump, that's what he is.
Mm-hmm.
He has no empathy. He's just a psychopath. Hey, there's stories of a dude like he just ripped off so many people. He had them set them up to do like to contract to build big $1 million things, millions of dollars, like the biggest contracts they ever had, and they put all their resources to do it, and then he didn't pay them on purpose. And then what he did was he takes them to court, and he's famous for this shit. And he takes them to court until their resources run out, and then he doesn't have to pay, so he gets it done for free. Because they can't. And then the people, they lose all their business and everything. There's one dude, he said, yeah, that happened to my friend. I told and he committed suicide.
Wow.
You think Trump is not? You think he has a problem sleeping at night? He doesn't give a shit.
Damn, bro.
He's a demon. These are demons. The people that we have in rulership on this, we really don't even understand the depths of evil that these people have in them, man. Go ahead, bro.
That's it on that.
Let's get the last scriptures. What you got, brother?
Yeah, this is Proverbs 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
That's right, brother. Want to break that down?
Yeah, that's it, bro. And we're seeing currently the pride that Babylon is demonstrating towards these other nations. So naturally, like we read in the scripture, that the only way that's leading them is destruction, man. And ultimately, that's the intent of the Lord to, level Babylon, man, ground zero, to make it a desert.
Yeah.
And these nations, they're gonna play a part in doing that, man, by shooting those missiles, like we read in Revelation 17:16, man. Burn the whore with fire, which the whore is America, man. So we're in those times, man.
That's right. That's it. You have anything, Shaquan? Okay. You got something? Okay, bring that out.
To end, it says here in Zephaniah 3 and 8, therefore wait ye upon me, said the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations,
That's right.
that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy.
Yeah, they're being gathered where? In the Middle East, or the Western Asia. The Elder Malcolm calls it. So Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect. Want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out, truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.